So you want to drive fast. Maybe if you get a sports car like this Porsche 718 GTS4. It's quick, but the real fun starts when you find some corners. You're going to want to drive those corners fast. But backroads come with real risks. There's one thing you have to understand, or you might end up in the ditch. Like this. Don't worry, he's okay. There's a simple thing that would have kept him on the road, and we'll get into it on the drive. If you're new here, we're on a search for the best backroad in America. And today we're in South Carolina driving US 178 North. At the end of the drive, we'll see where it ranks on our list of the best backroads. This looks like a great road, but I've never driven it, and I'm in the lead, so I'm judging every corner. It's up to me how fast to go, and there won't be any radio calls about hazards ahead. Oh, nice, fellow enthusiast in a BMW. So how do we make the call about how fast to go around the corners? The first thing every driver needs to know is what are the limits of the car and the conditions you're in. And you can't learn that from a video, but there is something important you can learn. Oh yeah, we're catching this guy. I bet it's a Subaru. Nope, it was a Volvo. Hopefully I'll pull off. This road looks great. Yeah, looks like there's a pull-off just ahead. Let's try to flash him and get him to pull over. All right, thank you, sir. Oh yeah, I know. I crossed a double yellow. I know I did it. Before you drop a comment bomb on me, his blinker was on and he was pulling over to the right shoulder. And most importantly, I could see that the road was clear ahead. And really seeing and understanding what's ahead of you, that's the key. That's what I wanted to talk to you about, a concept called the vanishing point. The vanishing point is where the road disappears from view. In a sharp curve like this, that point's really close. When you come out of the corner, the vanishing point gets farther away. You have to be able to stop the car before you reach the vanishing point. You don't know what's beyond that point. It could be a stopped car, a downed tree, an animal, or even a person. Can the car stop by the time I reach the vanishing point? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Your speed always depends on knowing the answer to that question. And remember, you're the judge of how much tire grip the car has. And only you know how much skill you have. And when you're pushing hard through a corner, there's less tire grip available to stop the car. As the vanishing point moves away, you can speed up. But as it gets closer, you need to slow down. Get ready for that corner. And always leave margin. Again, you know what your capabilities are, you know your car's capabilities. As this corner opens up, the vanishing point moves away, and you can speed up. At the end of the straight, it gets closer, and you have to slow down. There's a viral video of a guy bombing a desert road to BMW. You probably have seen it. It's a good example of ignoring the vanishing point rule, and bad things can happen. And the tight stuff, the vanishing point's really close. As it moves away, you can build speed. And then when it gets closer, slow down again. This is a nice flowing section. The vanishing point's farther away, but the road isn't straight. Makes for a really nice flowing road. This is the kind we like to find. So as it closes up, slow it down. It's a blind corner for a reason. The road vanishes just around it. And you don't know what's over there. So be ready to stop by that point. And be careful when the sight lines open up. Just because you can see, that doesn't mean other people aren't looking for you. You never know when a car might come out of a driveway you didn't see. When you're near an intersection, houses or people, slow it down. The vanishing point works both ways for you and for the others on the road. What I mean is, can you see all the intersections ahead? Is there a driveway with a car you can't see, or who can't see you? Because if there is, they might not see you. And it could end badly. Porsche, remember this guy? Let's look at this again and break down what happened. To understand what really happened, it helps to look back at the stretch leading into it. So we're approaching a tight section here. Pace is up, the road looks pretty clean. The section's downhill, which naturally builds speed. There's nothing obviously wrong yet. There's a lot of glare, and that flattens the depth perception. Signage is limited, so the road isn't giving obvious warnings. Okay, that's the corner. From a distance, the outside of the turn looks like pavement. And once a tire drops in the gravel at speed, the grip is gone. And this time, I want you to focus where the road disappears from view. That's the vanishing point. Notice how it's getting closer, not moving away. That's the road telling you the corner is tightening, either a blind crest or a sharp turn. When the vanishing point closes quick, the safe move is to slow down and increase your margin. And this is the part people don't show. A great drive can turn into a bad day quickly. Cars can be repaired, but people are what matter. The good news here, no one was hurt. It's a reminder that backroads ask for respect every single time. As always, at the end of each drive, we give the road a score. Let's see how US 178 came out. This section of 178 has two great sections of tight curves and good elevation change, 7 of 10. The entire road flows smoothly and is never boring, 8 of 10. Only 9 miles long, the section is continuous and interesting, 6 of 10. Traffic is light, but there are a few pull-offs for slower cars and only a couple of passing areas, 4 of 5. The pavement is rough in places with cracks and small potholes. It could use a repave, 2 of 5. With a driving score of 27 points, the road is tied with West Virginia 16. This road feels like an adventure and flows well in either direction. Give it a drive, 3 of 5. With an overall score of 30 points, US 178 is 16th on our list. A new pavement on this road would improve all the scores. Go on, South Carolina. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a comment to let us know. YouTube will notice, and it really helps us out. Find a map with locations and links to all our drives on the channel. If you haven't already, subscribe and join us on our next drive as we continue our mission to find the best backroad. Check the channel for a playlist with every video in our Best Backroad series. Thanks for watching.